And here, Mike Bravo, Kimichipili. What's up, guys? Y'all just want to check in real quick. Um, want to just, so much going on. Obviously, always something going on for those who are always active. But, obviously, Trump, and there's so much going on with all this fucking, hyper white supremacy actions and distractions, right? So, just want to just drop a few pointers real quick. A couple of good reminders. Again, always do your research, right? Always do your own research. Don't settle for all the shit that you get on social media. Social media is the battleground. Don't get it twisted, right? You see all the drama going on with TikTok, the government, the powers that be know that social media is the battleground, right? So don't think there's powers that be don't have agents and aren't thoroughly skilled in the art and science of persuasion and propaganda, right? So unless you're thoroughly studying and you're reading on your own and getting information from your own studies and reading, official documents and books, whatever, you're just going to get suckered into more propaganda and doing shit that's not righteous and being led astray, right? So the first point I want to make is a reminder to stop thinking in terms of Republican versus Democrat and right versus left. Most left are not even really left, in my opinion. When I think left, I think anti-racism as a verb. I think, free healthcare, free education, right? In the richest country in the world, there shouldn't be an issue to provide that. But, it goes back to capitalism and greed and what have you, right? So, but I'll try not to digress. Stop thinking in terms of Republican, Democrat, and left versus right. Start thinking in terms of linear versus circular, as per the teaching that I keep sharing. You can see in my link tree, OG Bravo 1, as well as socialism versus capitalism, right? I know socialism is stigmatized in our culture and in the American culture and Western culture, right? And there's a reason for that, right? But again, if you're doing your own research and you're reading up and seeking knowledge, you should be able to see through the lies, right? And the deception. And start thinking in terms of that. Think of in terms of circular versus linear, and socialism versus capitalism. Two, if you're Chicano, if you're brown, really highly suggest that we need to organize within our own groups, within our own interests first, and then later find a way to, obviously, like any successful movement, we have to find solidarity and alignment with other issues and folks, right? What I see a lot is that a lot of times, Chicanos, Mexicanos, we fuel a lot of these social events, these social movements, right? They really have us sold on these ideas of like diversity and unity, right? But really, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to politics, representation, and support, we always get the short end of the stick, right? Whether it's in Venice or, I've seen this happen to other folks as well, too. We support a lot of these movements and all that too, which is, again, aligning with righteous causes and things that ultimately will benefit us as well. But what happens, in the long run, we keep diluting our power. There's way too many of us. We have way too much economic, cultural, and physical power to keep getting the short end of the stick, whether it's investing in a lot of these, Democrat, or so-called progressive, so-called liberal fucking, political movement leads, right? Or, things like that, or whether it's right wing or whatever, or conservative, whatever too. None of these motherfuckers have our real interests in mind. I won't say none, but I guess in the truly progressive side, maybe they do. You're right, but again, too, even within the progressive dynamic, which is strong over here in the West LA, I still see that Chicanos keep getting pushed to the side in favor of this black and white political discourse when it comes to race and power. If we're united, if we come as a front, even if it's a small group of us, it makes us less susceptible to being abused when we join other groups in support of their initiatives, right, and their concerns. It helps prevent us being abused and gate kept. All right, I think that's it. There's something else I wanted to mention too, but I think those are probably the foremost things at the top of my mind right now. But yeah, when it comes up again, I'll check in with you again. Peace.